in the heat of the moment.
Why is matcha so good?
Now I feel like loose change out your pocket on a Monday. I think I spent myself the wrong way every day, feeling like I'm loose change, but I can't change.
Well, this would not be a Cambria Joy what I eat in a week video if I did not start it out with a cheesy joke. Good morning. Do you smell that? No, I'm not talking about my delicious breakfast that I'm eating in this video. I am talking about the smell of love in the air. Thank you for bearing with me for that joke, and there is a point to that. I was thinking about love. With it being Valentine's Day just a couple days ago, I was thinking about love and how it relates to our bodies, loving yourself. We hear this all the time, but what does it really mean? For a long time, I thought that loving my body meant perfecting my body. I couldn't look in the mirror and love myself if I didn't like how I looked, right?
It's black and white. I'm all up in the clouds when it's pouring rain. Ain't never coming.
I mean, if you don't like yourself, how are you supposed to love yourself? So I set out to perfect my body so that I could like the way that it looked. And the crazy thing is that on my journey to like myself, in order to love myself, I completely lost myself.
Ain't never coming down unless you call my name. Yeah, we should take it slow, just like day by day, like day by day.
And so since loving myself meant approving of myself in the way that I looked in the mirror, that meant that exercise and eating were going to be the means that I used to get there. And so that's what I did. I controlled, I restricted, I obsessed, I became frustrated with my body, I picked my body apart, I became annoyed with myself that I didn't have more self-control, and the harder that I tried, the worse that my relationship, not just with my body became, but now with food and exercise. And this whole love thing was turning into a big mess, but it's all in the name of love, right?
I'm all up in the clouds when it's pouring rain. Ain't never coming down unless you call my name. Yeah, we should take it slow, just like day by day, like day by day.
I didn't really understand what love was. I didn't know that love was patient and kind, that it didn't envy or boast, or that it wasn't arrogant or rude.
Take it slow, just like day by day, like day by day. I'm all up in the clouds when it's pouring rain. Ain't never coming.
And it took me many years of trying to love myself that I realized I was doing the exact opposite of love. I was nothing but impatient with my body, wanting and demanding results right away, never allowing my body the time to change that it needed to. I wanted everything right here and right now, and I was never kind toward myself. I would punish myself with the way that I thought about myself and the words that I spoke over myself, because I thought, hey, that is how I'll have more self-discipline. So I spoke completely unkindly to myself and to my body, and I was so envious of other girls in the way that they looked, and how could I not look like that when I tried so hard and I was so focused on the outside that I became so shallow on the inside, and I couldn't believe that I had wound up here. All for the sake of love, I was doing the complete opposite.
Sharing gummy worms in the backseat, yeah.
And all in the name of love, we vow to never eat carbs after 3 p.m. And don't you even dare step foot near that brownie, because it is not on the plan. And if you do eat it, you're gonna feel really bad and like you just cheated and that you just failed, and then you're gonna feel guilty. And all of these feelings and this way of doing health is so backwards.
Look at my matcha!
Why is matcha so good?
Coconut water and matcha. It's pretty accurate.
And for what? So that we can see in the mirror that we're good enough, that we're beautiful, that we're worthy of love.
Drive around when we can't sleep. How could I when we're so sweet?
Oh, that's insane.
So good.
No wonder we're so desperate for love, because we're looking on the outside to find approval on the inside.
Drive around when we can't sleep. How could I when we're so sweet? Sharing gummy worms worms in my backseat, yeah. Posting up on the side street, you and me.
Yeah. There is nothing better than a cotton candy grape. There's just not. There's just not.
Posting up on the side street, all it does is remind me not to gummy worms in the back seat, yeah.
Okay guys, so today was really stressful. I just felt sick all day. Like I felt sick to my stomach and I just was like discouraged and frustrated and then like sick to my stomach and like all of the above. I really didn't eat very much today. I can't remember even when I ate last. And I want to say this because two things. The first thing is that give yourself grace on days like this. I'm like, I just have to give myself grace. Second thing is I want to be intentionally pulling my hair. I want to be intentionally nourishing my body, but I just literally felt sick and so stressed today, and that's very abnormal. That's not usual. That's not a daily thing. On days like this where I'm like, oh man, like I didn't eat my blood sugar, and then I'm like more stressed out because I haven't eaten, and then I'm like, oh, I should have eaten, and then it just stresses me out more. Like, it's okay. It's all gonna be okay. Give yourself grace. Don't stress yourself out more by stressing yourself out more. We're gonna get some food. We're gonna cook a nice, yummy dinner, and everything's gonna be okay. Let's go into the store and get some food. Tonight was one of those nights where I literally was going to buy a frozen box of pizza, a gluten-free pizza. Is that right, Belle?
Yep.
Because you know what? It's just too much today. And that would have been perfectly fine, by the way. And there are definitely those nights. But instead, we decided, you know what? We're gonna whip up a quick dinner. We're gonna get some good nourishment in. And hey, either way is good, but tonight, that's what we're gonna do. So we got a little piece of salmon. Look at these. These are dream bites. I've never seen these before. Those ingredients make me happy. There's no thickeners. I didn't realize in a lot of dairy-free ice cream, there's a lot of thickeners, and that can be very upsetting to your digestive system. I'm so excited about these. I love stuff like this. Where it has like the frozen little, okay.
I want one.
Whoa. Little bites of heaven is what they are.
I can eat a gallon of those.
I know, they're so good, huh? No, give me one.
Cheers to a better day. Cheers. We'll keep going. Cheers to y'all.
To y'all? You never say y'all.
I'll join you.
That's all, folks. Oh wait, that's Porky Pig, I mean. It's a date. Here's to really loving ourselves. Here's to being patient with ourselves and kind to ourselves and not envious and not frustrated or resentful and not withholding love from yourself, because I learned that God never withheld his love for me, and that's what changed everything. It wasn't that I saw something in the mirror and now I could love. It's that it was there all along. I told you I was gonna eat these more often. Bo and I were both like, we need to go to the store and get those. I can't believe the ingredients. I literally cannot believe them.
That you were losing, but I'm with someone else and I'm not missing us. If I can't live without you, sue me. Somebody told me that you think I'm trying to make you jealous, jealous. I do better things with my.
Usually I just would not take out the camera in these moments, but today was just a particularly really sad, hard day, and I just went to the store and I just picked up some like stuff to get spaghetti, just some gluten-free spaghetti and some marinara sauce. Nobody's life is perfect. My life is so far from perfect. And like this has nothing to do with what we're even talking about, but I was just like looking over at the spaghetti and I was like, you know what? Some days are just like this. Some days are just like, you just need to make a quick dinner and life is hard and you can't think about making some super gourmet, like healthy meal. You just like need to boil some spaghetti noodles and you need to just
feed yourself, and you just need to eat, and you just need to not, like, life is so much more than food, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I know that these videos are like what I eat videos, but I guess I just wanted to bring some kind of realness. So anyway, I'm just trying to say, like, give yourself grace. Everybody has really hard days, just one day at a time. Anyway, let's go make some spaghetti. Let's keep it simple. Get those macronutrients in there. No, not counting macros, just saying, like, don't try to feed yourself off of micronutrients. Make sure you get those macronutrients. And then, anyway, that's a whole nother video. Let me know if you want me to do a video like that. Okay, let's go eat.
You're the only one that saves me when I'm alone. You're the only love that I've ever known. But we turn into a flower that never grows. I was hiding like the moonlight that never shows. I should've told you that I loved you. One more time, one more time.
We got some blackberries, my favorite coconut water, mandarin oranges. These are so good. I think these are the mandarin oranges. I'm pretty sure.
One more time. I should've told you that I loved you every night. Oh, that's on my mind. I should've.
Look at the squirrel. Look, that's a sick view. He's just
That
like,
view of the squirrel.
he's literally just enjoying his life.
Would you stay?
Really cute.
Not as cute as me. I know that for a fact. Almost started to fight over that squirrel, babe.
I thought you were gonna say as cute as me.
As cute as me.
I know, obviously.
Away. You're the only one that saves me when I'm alone. You're the only love that
I said, do you want to go down there?
And I said, no, I don't.
No, you didn't say it in that tone.
I said, no, I don't.
That's the tone.
I should've told you that I loved you. One more time, one more time, one more time. I should've told you that I loved you. One more time, one more time, one more time. I should've told you that I.
Checked up.
You just killed a flower.
Cam, you just threw the flower. That's worse.
Aww.
You threw away the flower that I killed.
I should've told you that I loved you. One more time, one more time.
And then I got some smoked salmon.
Should've told you that I loved you.
If I was a Pokemon, I'd be Bulbasaur.
I should've told you that I loved you.
Welcome to our show called Joy Ride with Bo and Cam, your host. You're the Joyful Life podcast.
I know.
And we should do podcasts in the car. Okay. Well, I thought it was good. So, you ready to answer some questions?
The first true or false is you want babies. Every question is
I know. Yes, I do want babies. But I can barely handle this baby.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Meester.
Him too. I do want babies. That's true.
Did Bo ask you out or did Cam ask Bo out first?
I asked her out,
That's right.
but she was stalking.
I was not stalking you. I literally wasn't. Well, actually,
She was
kinda.
lurking.
I was lurking. Cambria said I love you first.
No, I did.
Yep, Bo did. You said I love you, I think, on our, what, like a weekend of dating?
It was in the heat of the moment. But, like, I took it too serious.
Oh, no.
Like,
thought
I
it
knew
was
you
really-
felt like love, but like, I
Yeah.
feel like I really like, I love you.
Do you immediately reconcile after a fight?
No.
Not at the beginning of our relationship. Now, we are so much faster at reconciling.
Better than what it used to.
Yes, it always gets better.
Yeah.
Conflict brings an opportunity for closeness, and so when you have a conflict that's unresolved, it makes you further apart. But when you work through the conflict in a way that's honest and loving, like at the same time, not that's just honest and like attacking, because that pushes somebody away, but not that's just like fake love, not fake love, but like you're just like, oh, I have to be loving, and so I'm not going to be honest. That pushes you further away too. So honesty with love, being truthful and loving, brings you closer together, where you can say how you're really feeling or what's really going on and work through the conflict in a loving way, and then you get closer together. You've done natural family planning from the start and find that it works. Yes, we've done natural family planning. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, go watch our last video that we did the Q&A together. Yep, we've done natural family planning from the very beginning, and it works if you work it. Do you know what I'm saying? One day you felt like you needed a divorce. False. No. There's days where you're like, you're so annoyed with the other person and you're just so like, you get in an argument or you're like super frustrated and you're just like, and you just need time alone and you just need to figure it out and work through it. But no, I've never, ever, ever, ever felt no.
You're the best thing that's ever happened.
Did you guys wait until marriage to have intimacy? Other word, I don't want to get demonetized. And if so, was it difficult?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, come here.
We
Reese.
waited. Thank God for Cam. Because it was not easy. It's hard.
No.
You're gonna be tested. And honestly, I'm really thankful because Cam was really strong.
Yeah.
And she had strong boundaries. And that's really huge to have.
Yeah.
And it's really rare that you find that. I didn't have strong boundaries. It was not easy for me.
I had very
But
strong
I respected her so much. When you get to your married and you honestly say, hey, I've saved myself for you.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's such a beautiful thing to do, and to be able to even say that. I love when people are real, open, and
Yeah, I
honest.
do too.
And say, hey, guess what? It is hard.
But I am really happy that we did wait, and that was a decision that I made long before I even ever met Bo. I don't know. There's no other way that I can explain it other than that was just in me. It was just in my heart. You're still finding out new things about each other as the years go by.
Yes.
Bo was your first relationship.
Yes.
Yes. First official relationship. I'll let you figure out the rest. You always have to clean up after Bo?
No.
No, absolutely not. Bo does his own laundry. We put our own stuff away. The first year of marriage is the hardest. I never found that to be true.
The first year of marriage, it was literally on our honeymoon. Being in Hawaii on our honeymoon, we did have a moment where, like, I wanted to go surfing somewhere. I found a cool surf spot.
Yeah.
And it was a point break. How often do you get a left point break?
I don't even know what that means.
I'm a goofy footer. It's a left hand point break.
It's a foreign language.
In Kauai. And I surfed it one time and I got so excited. Literally, I wanted to do it the next day.
Yeah.
And we went on the Nepali boat ride.
Yeah.
Super beautiful, awesome day that we were having a great day.
Oh, yeah, it was
and so
that
we're driving
day.
by and I thought I could like have Cam like, hey, can I go? I'll go surf for like 30 minutes. That's it, tops. But last time we went there, she was sitting in the sun by herself.
And I got burned.
She got
really
burned.
bad.
She didn't want to do it, but I wanted to do it because I was like freaking out. And it was like hard to juggle like what I wanted to do, but for us, it's our honeymoon.
Yeah.
So I got in big trouble. You know what I did?
Please
I broke the handle off the Mustang.
He broke the handle
rental.
off of our rental car. I was like, what is wrong with you? We had to go to a mechanic. We had to literally go to a repair shop and pay for them to fix our broken rental car handle on our honeymoon. I'm like, so that's a real life moment for you.
Yeah, I ripped it right off. And
Ripped
I
it
felt,
right off.
the moment I did that, then I just felt like an idiot.
I was like, oh my gosh. You were Bo's first and only girlfriend.
Being real again.
We've already
Cam
talked-
wasn't my first girlfriend, no.
Yeah, no, I was not.
And, like,
You don't have to go into detail.
Okay, I won't go into details. But guess what? I know, I was like, I should just stop. Cam's the best thing that's ever happened to me. Let's put it that way.
Aw, that's really sweet.
I've been through a really.
I'm your second.
Really,
I'm your second.
yes.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm super thankful for Cam. Let's put
Yeah.
it that way. I've experienced horrible heartbreak
Oh, poor
and
babe.
a nightmare.
Yeah. You almost broke up once. Love you guys. I actually technically did break up with you right before we got engaged, and I broke up with you.
I had the ring, so I remember I had the ring and
Yeah. But yeah, I broke up with him. I can't even remember exactly why, but I was like, I was very like, Bo
I remember.
I genuinely don't
Because
remember
you want to know why?
No, I
because
don't remember.
it was me. I had anger.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't like people confronting me on my that issue. And when they touched on it, then all of a sudden you like, let's talk through this.
Yeah.
I didn't want to talk through none of it.
Yeah.
And so what I do was I'd shut down. I thought shutting down would fix it.
Yeah.
But it actually made it worse. But God used that. He allows those things to happen.
Yes.
To be faced with it because you don't want to face with it and then have to deal with it. Because
Yeah.
that's part of a healthy relationship. You
Right.
can't shut down. You can't ignore your wife or your future wife. When that happened and then we had a few days apart and I just realized like I was miserable without her. I remember going to the grocery store and I just was like sad. I felt convicted in my own heart.
I think a lot of people get very confused with love. They think that loving is just accepting anything and everything that somebody does, and that's not true. That isn't what's loving. And I know that the most loving thing is to not be accepting of that not good behavior for me and for him, even if it did cause a temporary, pain. And it did suck. And I didn't think, you know, I didn't know it was going to happen. I had technically broken up with him, but then he did really come to me and he was very, very, very sincere and very sorry. I really saw not willingness to change, but I saw that he did change already. And I could see his heart and his sincerity, because it's not loving to just let somebody treat you however they want, because people, I'm not saying this was you. Yeah. I'm just saying in general, in relationships with very unhealthy people, sometimes it is, you do need to cut it off and you do need to separate and you do need to let go of that person because it is unhealthy and they're not willing to change and their actions never change. If their words are always talking to you saying they're going to change, they're going to do this. No, it was literally, I could see that his actions toward me in just the sincerity was there. And then I watched to see if his actions were going to follow through with what he had said, and they did. And that's how I knew it was real change, not just all talk.
That big one actually had a big argument the other day.
Yeah, we had a really big argument the other day.
And
for the first time in a really long time.
Yeah.
But it was very necessary, and it brought us closer together. Don't you think, Bo?
Yes. And the moment that we had a chance to really talk and be open, even though it was hard.
Yes.
It actually worked out way better. And we had a great day that day. We went on a little date day, and it was awesome. Beautiful day, nice and green.
Oh, I thought you were whistling at me.
This is our little Ireland.
I thought you were whistling at me.
Yes, I am. That's a good mama.
You love me? He hates me. Okay. How to walk with your dog. You gotta get better with that angle, babe.
What do you mean?
You gotta kind of.
Oh, up top?
See?
That's good.
I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please click thumbs up. I love you so much. Thank you so much just for all the love and support on the new videos. It makes me so happy that you are loving them so much. So don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and ding the post notification bell. Ding the bell, hit the post notification bell, click the bell, because a lot of people are saying that they're not getting notified of the videos, and they're so happy they checked my channel because it wasn't coming up for them. So fix that by clicking the post notification button. And don't forget that I wrote a book for you. Oh, look it. And you get bonuses too. Growing Strong, CambriaJoy.com/book, workouts, recipes, devotions written from my heart to yours that will really encourage you, and it will give you lots of practical tips, but also a lot of heart to heart from me, because I want to give you everything you need, from workouts, my best recipes, and devotions written straight from my heart to yours. So I love you guys so much. CambriaJoy.com/book, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Calm down. It's probably just a calm down.